Starting with the Soma Scan, lie down on a comfortable surface. And I like to use a firm surface because it just gives my system sensory feedback from the firmness of the floor. But get comfortable. Maybe you need a soft blanket underneath your head. It can soften it at the back of the skull or provide you some support if you feel like your neck and head needs that. You may also find that if you have tightness in your back, it might provide discomfort by having the legs extended. So you could explore with putting something underneath your knees to support and take pressure off your low back. So the Soma Scan is where you want to start out before you start your somatic practice, to take inventory on how your brain arranges your body as it's being supported by the ground. So we have a different relationship to gravity here. We're lying down, and ideally the ground is supporting you so that you can let everything go. But is it? So while you're lying here, begin to bring your awareness to your breath, and maybe place your hands on your belly, maybe one on your belly, one under sort of on the rib cage, and just sense and feel how the breath is moving into the body and moving out. Notice where you feel it reaching. What the quality is. Is it full? Is it short? Does it feel hurried? Is it calm? Do you feel your belly rising on the inhale and falling on the exhale, or do you feel it up in the chest? Relax your arms and bring your awareness to your feet, and begin to sense if you're resting on the center of your heels, or are the feet rolling to the outer edges of the heels. Maybe you have one foot that's pointing up towards the ceiling where the other foot is pointing out. So notice, don't fix it, but notice, are they both pointing up to the ceiling? Are they pointing outward? Is one doing something different than the other? Again, not to fix, just to notice. And then notice the tone in the back of your lower legs. Is the tone tight, or are the lower legs relaxing? Back of the knees, space, no space. And the back of the thighs, so where your hamstring muscles are they relaxed, or are they holding tension? Is there a difference between the left and the right? Notice the back of your pelvis. Are the glute muscles letting go, or are they engaged? And then notice both legs, left leg and then right leg. Just sense and feel each leg individually and how it's positioned, how the leg bone comes out of your hip socket. And then compare it to your other leg. And notice, does it feel like two different legs? And then notice the pelvis. Does it feel leveled, or does it feel like one side is slightly lifted up, moving it closer to the ceiling? Does it feel like it's hiked on one side? And then notice your low back curve. Is it a comfortable curve? Is there a big arch that is demonstrating the muscles are contracted? arch more on one side than the other? Or is the back relaxed? Notice the back of the rib cage. Can you feel the rib cage resting on the ground? Is there a difference between the left and the right side? Back of the shoulder blades. Is there more pressure in one side than the other? Notice your head. Notice if it feels like it's the chin is tilting up or down or off to the side, indicating that the head might be not in a neutral position. What is the relationship space between your ears and your shoulders? Is one shoulder higher than the other? Notice your arms from your shoulders down. So focus on one arm at a time, noticing the shoulders, the arm coming out of the shoulder socket, coming down to the elbow, lower arm, wrist, hand. How is the arm positioned on the floor in comparison to the other arm? And is there a difference? So sense and feel how your brain is arranging your posture while it's supported by the surface you're on. And notice any misalignments or any general tightness, stiffness, pain, discomfort. And this is the first place to start before your somatic practice. And it's something you want to return to throughout your somatic practice, maybe after doing a couple of arch and release and flatten and release, and then re-extending the legs and coming back and just seeing if anything shifted. And then coming to this at the end of your practice, and again, just noticing if something felt a little off kilter or out of alignment or uncomfortable, tight. What does it feel like after you've done a practice?